Welcome back to my playthrough here as Germany with Hearts of Iron. I definitely take viewers' comments, suggestions, questions into account. I very much do. I really appreciate all of you who are sticking with this series. I find it very gratifying that a few of you find this interesting to watch me play. And one of the suggestions is just that, without recording it, is just I do some of the reorganization here. I take that to heart, that it could be boring and you don't really want to watch all those details. But I'm guessing maybe somebody does, I don't know. I'm going to record this, I'm going to post it. There's going to be, including this, warning, but on descriptions that this is just going to be reorganization. I don't plan on running the clock at all. So you can either skip through this or skip this episode entirely. Obviously, any of it's your choice. So it's sort of a, if you will, a compromise situation, so that hopefully everybody gets at least to some degree what they want. Those who don't want to watch all this won't need to watch it. Those that do find it interesting can watch it. That kind of thing. And those who want to get seasick from watching the mouse movements around here, or the zooming in and out, can also do so. Most German generals for most active units, there's normally enough level 3 skill level people to do so. I just try to find, a division like this. It's not going to be your strongest. So, put a defensive-minded commander in charge of it. Yeah, obviously it will be attacking at some point, but generally, hopefully, with better generals in charge, that will command the battles. I believe we've gone through the last of the Luftwaffe reorganization events, so we can, once we get the organization put back together here, we won't need to keep doing this. Every time, or every few months, or whatever of downtime. That region organized. That's Sparrow was a rather flamboyant, if you've seen his photograph in better detail, with his monocle, sort of the typical, archetypical, whatever, in Hollywood at the time. German officer kind of thing. But he was a fairly good bombing leader, so we're going to have him as in the chain of command for. He became orphaned when we redid the SA reorganization event. So, I also want to thank all of you who have given me very good tips on where to press buttons and things. This is one thing I learned quite some time ago. Click there, you get the whole substructure of that from that HQ level. That's one of the good things about these hierarchies. You can add it at any level. You can select all of them. Now, we still haven't gotten a bunch of events that BlackICE has that will give us historic hierarchies, and so we're going to have to again have another one of these specials for some additional reorganization. So I want to use those in this playthrough. Check artillery. Move them up there to defend that port. Move one SS Corps in here to occupy there. I think we'll be getting an occupation event here soon from GGA. You can just mouse over these stacks and I'll show you what's in them here. Not as quick as the new mini counters. Of Hearts of Iron 4, but still fairly reasonably quick. Attach this to high command there. And since we now know it's going to be near the bottom, we'll just go down here. Now I had one commenter on the Hearts of Iron 3 message board that he was a bit concerned that how much content was being put out and were people feeling that they couldn't keep up. I had just presumed that people would watch it whatever their own pace was and not feel that they needed to keep up. I would like to hear from you on that subject, because I can slow up the postings of these readily. I don't have to put them, out 2 a day if I make 2 a day. And so that is fine if people feel that way. I want to have that kind of feedback from players. I'll leave the SD unit there for now. We are going to move this Panzer Army over to here. As you can probably tell, this is going to be plenty strong enough of an army to crush Poland. See if we can find a suitable general of the right command rank. He'll do. And that's... we'll attach these Czech units to it, or former Czech units. These units will end up being part of the defensive line against the Soviets to keep them in check. Aha, nice pun, right? Okay, let's see. Now, do we have... somewhere... oh, that's right, we have one over here. Rename. Fliegerkorps Ost. Let's see if we can find a suitable commander for him. There we go. Again, let's see if we can find a suitable commander here. Bunches of choices. Go here. This is going to become Fliegerkorps T. Now, these aren't historical designations. They are sort of informational designations for me, I guess, would be the correct term, with just enough flavor there to promote him up and give him that. See, he should not be in charge, and this is part of the things that you should go through and look at all these units at start or at a time like this and make sure that you don't have good combat commanders commanding your transports and have not enough good combat commanders in your combat units. And it's all it's a task, it's a chore, and some people find it tedious. I understand. Now, although we're not planning on going to, I should have just war too soon, and I do think we're going to get the reorganization event. Just in case we decide we will be going to war, we're moving the SS units up. Okay, as you can see now, the Luftwaffe is fairly well organized. So here, these are all my current active Flieger Corps. Transport post, which I haven't assigned anything to, but I have sort of prepared to, because I will at times, just because you'll have the air war protecting Germany from Britain, and then an air war over the Soviet Union while you're invading it, and trying to manage those things can become a bit of a hassle. So that's why I like to separate it out, and as German territory expands, you need to be able to manage all these things, find units quickly. See, these are all my naval warfare aircraft. They're going to dominate this area up in here, and we're going to use it to sink a lot of British ships. And then our fighter command basically is over here. And this is sort of the one not there. It's just because I move it for historical immersion purposes, put it under Sparrow there. These now, they all show, or most all show this, is because those are their escort craft. There. Okay, well that gets most of the reorganization that I wanted to do done. So, for those that you may find this interesting, thank you for listening. We will continue with the next episode moving forward on the clock.